It's The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana.
I didn't know that was ineligible.
Welcome to the Playlist Challenge, the show where players alternate song picks in a snake-style draft to create their best playlist.
So, I go first. That means you get picks 2 and 3. Then it's back to me for 4 and 5. All right, I am going to go with something that I think is going to be on everybody's list. Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden.
Black hole sun, won't you come?
Yeah, obviously one of the biggest songs of the year and of that era, the whole grunge, late era grunge. I think it's gonna be on everybody's list, so I'm pretty happy with that pick.
Now, my strategy was for the first picks to pick songs that I definitely think you'll have, as you did. I'm gonna go with the one that I actually forgot was in 1994 and had to add later on, and that is Possum Kingdom by Toadies.
Yeah, I probably would have picked it on my next turn, so.
Yeah. I'm actually glad you went with Black Hole Sun for one, because I do have another Soundgarden pick on the back burner. And I am going to go with the song Sabotage by Beastie Boys.
Yeah, you picked my number 2 and 3 overall. So.
Absolutely I did. So I grew up listening to a lot of Beastie Boys, mainly from my father's influence, I would say. And I think that this is one of their strongest songs. I also like that it was used in How I Met Your Mother with Billy Zabka. That was so a great usage of the song in pop culture.
That was tough. That was tough to take those two back to back. That was number 2 and 3 for me. So I want to go with something that I fully expect to be on your list, and it's a cover song. I think you know what it is.
I don't think I have any cover songs.
Oh, it's The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana.
I didn't know that was ineligible.
Love the original, David Bowie. Love the cover too.
Yeah, that's a great pick. I forgot that was 1994.
Oh, I could have saved.
Big hurt for me.
I could have saved that till the end then.
And I'm very glad you drafted it now because I forgot it.
Tough decision here. I'm trying to decide between a couple that one I don't think is going to be on your list, and the other one I think is going to be on your list, so I'm going to go for that one.
Okay.
And it's Closer, 9 Inch Nails.
Help me. I broke apart my insides.
That was actually originally on my list, and I swapped it out for another 9 Inch Nails song, so that works out perfectly.
I am not doing a good job here of picking early, right? I should be picking songs that I think you're going to go after. But
I literally had that on my list until about 20 minutes ago, so it's still a good job.
All right.
It's still a good job.
I'm still happy taking it. I like my roster so far. I wish I would have known I could have backed those off to the end, though, and I would have got something different.
Mm-hmm. For my next pick, once again, I am going to go for one that I think that you have.
Okay.
And I am going to pick Interstate Love Song by Stone Temple Pilots.
I don't know that I would have had it this high up, but I was probably going to pick it.
Mm. Well, the strategy wasn't necessarily where I ranked it.
Right.
What
So,
I think you could possibly
Yeah,
pick,
so this is
right?
not a ranking per se, right? We're
No.
trying to draft our best list based on what we think the other person might do as well as our own rankings.
For my next pick, once again, I'm going to go with something I think you could possibly have. My first choice from this band, who I actually saw in concert last September. I am going to go with Basket Case by Green Day.
Okay.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
I did fully expect you to take that. Fortunately, there's another Green Day song I like better that year. We'll see if it shows up later in my list.
Interesting.
So now I can use Green Day for my 10th pick.
Absolutely.
Okay. There's one I really want to get. I don't know if it's on your list, but I'm going to take it anyhow. Lightning Crashes, live.
I do like that song. It's not on my list.
It wasn't on your list. I could have saved it.
But I do like that song.
I think, that whole album back in 1994 was huge. At least 3-4 really good songs from there that, you're probably not going to pick, and I could have saved till the end.
I know a couple songs by live. Once again, this was just one I missed.
Let's go with, probably not on your list. I'm taking it anyhow. Machine Head, Bush.
You would be correct. That is not on my list. I do like that song.
All right.
But I did not put it in my top 10 or 20. For my next pick, I'm going to go with a band that I know you at least like. And I'm going to go with the song Better Man by Pearl Jam.
Obviously, a couple years prior to this was their huge time, but
Absolutely.
certainly had a good second album here.
I am a big fan of Pearl Jam. This is one of my favorite songs by the band. It's a little bit less rocky, I would say, a little more smooth, but I like that. I like the different feel to their 91 album, as you mentioned, slightly.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't been able to tell by now, I think we definitely have a heavy rock slant for this year.
Absolutely. All right, well, I'm going to slightly leave that genre right now.
All right, well, there we go. Nice segue.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm going to go for a little wild card, and I'm going to go with the song Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I did have that song on my list a little bit further down, but I definitely like the song.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, it's just a song I like. I don't know. I like the dramatics. I don't know another Seal song, I have to be honest. But I really like this song. And so I used to stare out the window dramatically to it. So it works perfectly.
Now, how do you stare out the window dramatically?
Longing. You put a hand out to the window, like when you're driving in a car and you're looking out the window, imagining like you're in a movie scene.
Okay.
Maybe that's my generation thing.
I'm envisioning like Joey from Friends looking in the waterfall.
Yeah, that's me.
That. Yeah. Okay. My sixth pick. I don't know what overall this is. It'll be on the screen. I am going to go with Self-Esteem. The Offspring.
It's okay, 'cause I got no self-esteem.
Was that on your list?
Oh, it was in my backup.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I figured it's at least in your realm.
Absolutely. I'm a big Offspring fan. I think we both are.
Yep.
And so.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
certainly. I'm going to go with something I really don't think is on your list. I'm going with Zombie, Cranberries.
Yeah, that was in my backup 10.
Yeah, huge, absolutely huge song at that time. It still sounds great today.
Absolutely.
The recent cover, 6-7 years ago, was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong with this. I'm liking the way my list is shaping up so far.
All right. Yeah, I think that's a great pick. It was in my top 20, and the only reason it didn't make my top 10 is I have heard it too much by a family cover band. I'm going to switch genres again. We're going to stay out of rock for a little bit. So I'm going to start with The World Is Yours by Nas, which I don't think you have.
The world is yours. The world is yours.
You would be correct.
Yes. I don't even know if he knows this
I'm not
song.
disparaging Nas. I'm just saying it didn't make my list.
Well, it's a great song. It is one of my favorite rap songs probably ever, and so I wanted to make sure that I had that represented in this list here.
Nice pick.
Okay. So I know I mentioned earlier that I had no cover songs on my list, but I actually looked over it and I totally do. This was a song that was used in a great kids animated movie from 2001, Shrek, but not necessarily the same version. I am going to select Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley.
That was not the cover song I was thinking of.
Oh, that works out perfectly then.
But a good song nonetheless. I definitely had it on the list.
All right. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I think everyone knows this song in one of the 107 versions.
Are you sure you're not picking it just because it's from Shrek?
No, it's not even, isn't even the same version.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
I was
maybe.
going to say, I don't even think it's the same version from Shrek. But no, I think it's a beautiful song that everyone alive has heard at least once, if you're over the age of 1. So yeah, I think that it's a great addition to my list.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
A little slower
I
than the
still
others.
think my list is probably stronger.
Oh,
But,
interesting. That's an interesting.
All right, let's get back to strengthening my list. I'm going to go with a song that I think is definitely not on your list. I think a lot of people like. It definitely reminds me of that era a lot. And we're talking about Plowed from Sponge. It's a great song. Probably not on the radar of a lot of people in your age group. It's not played as much as some of the more classic songs from that era, but a great song, certainly.
Absolutely. Though when you say Sponge, I do think SpongeBob.
Right. Well, yeah. I'm going to continue going rock.
Okay.
right? Some long hair rock. We're gonna go with Cumbersome, 7 Mary 3.
Damn tonight. Come on for song.
Interesting. I do know the song. It was not on my list. But
Yeah,
that
I
is a
didn't
great
think it
choice.
would be, but I definitely loved it. Great song from that time. All right, so it's back to you for 2 more, right?
Yeah,
You
my
finished?
last 2 picks.
Yeah.
These are picks 9 and 10 for me.
All right.
All right, with no stress, I'm going to select my last 2, and these are actually 2 songs that you already picked from their artist. So I saved them until the end here. And I'm going to say I'm selecting Spoon Man by Soundgarden.
Yeah. Great choice, obviously, to be able to pick that up at the end without
Absolutely.
any pressure. I like it. No doubt about it. I did have another Soundgarden pick on my list, I think, in front of that, but
That's fair. Yeah, once you selected Black Hole Sun at 1, I was, even though that was my preferred pick, I figured I could sit back and draft my second pick later on in the draft.
yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
I like it.
All right, and now for my last pick. Again, I am going to pick from a band you already took, and I am going to pick Hurt by 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Obviously, when the Johnny Cash version is eligible later on in a different year, right? We want to pick it then too. But,
Maybe. I actually, unpopular opinion, I do prefer the 9 Inch Nails version.
it's a good version. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I've always liked this version. I remember being in middle school listening to this when I was emo and dramatic. That never left, but
You're not so emo now?
maybe a little less. But this is a song that I've always been a huge fan of, and so to be able to pick it with my last pick is absolutely excellent. And I feel like this draft could not have gone better for me. All right.
Now I've still got 1 pick though, right?
Last pick
I
of
can
the
drive
whole
it
thing.
home. And I mentioned this earlier. You selected the band early. I'm going to come back now using my last pick. It's Green Day with Longview.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I actually had it in front of the basket case, but
Interesting.
yeah. But, they're both good. Mine's better, but, yours is good too.
Well, I have Longview as my second pick, and I have to say, after seeing Green Day live, I think the basket case was done better live.
Okay. So now we get to talk about our list, right? We're done drafting.
I feel like even though my playlist was mainly rock, as we discussed, I feel like I have a little bit of a mix of genre in there. I do wish I had more women on my list, I have to be real, but unfortunately these were the songs that I liked in
You
1993.
did have a chance to pick Zombie, and you just totally blew it off.
I've heard it too much.
Yeah, that doesn't
I don't mention the
change.
TLC. I wanted to pick TLC, but I didn't.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that Waterfalls did not go.
I actually had Creep on my list.
Oh,
I
okay.
actually had Creep. I was gonna
Now-
pick it, and but I didn't. I'm slightly surprised neither of us went for a single Weezer song.
My next pick was going to be Weezer. I
Yeah.
thought I was going to get down to, now which one were you going to pick?
I had Buddy Holly.
I was going to go with Buddy Holly as well.
And my second
but-
choice though was Undone.
Yeah, yep, same thing.
Of course. Of course.
I think another big surprise for me is we didn't get to a couple of Alice in Chains songs. No Excuses and I Stay Away were both in '94.
Oh dang.
And those aren't my top Alice in Chains songs, but they're still very good, right? It's not. Yeah. I thought. Oh, the other cover song I thought you might pick was "Fantastic Voyage."
I had that on my list, and
Yeah.
I was deciding between that, Hallelujah, and
Okay.
Big Papa by Biggie. And I went with Hallelujah, and I just kept one rap
I
song.
was actually a little bit surprised Big Papa was not selected by you.
But I did have both Fantastic Voyage and Big Papa on my top 20.
All right. Well, that's I think a wrap for us today. So let us know in the comments whose list you like better
And why it's mine.
And let us know if there's anything that you feel like was not on either one of our lists that should have been. Or if we have something just totally wrong, let us know that too.
Absolutely. But we don't, because they're great.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
Let us know who drafted the best playlist in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.